Hey everyone, it's Alan Bauer here again in Bay City, Michigan. On my lunch break right now, my home office here. So a lot of you know, I mentioned it a bunch of times, but I work as an insurance agent, as a remote agent. So I work for a big company and do the Medicare stuff and do it from home. So I'm actually kind of blessed in that way. I don't have the commute and all that, but is it what I want to do the rest of my life? No. Um, but actually, today, what I want to talk about is consistency. And so, my life, my schedule is like super stupid, like hectic. And how do I keep everything in there? Well, one of the things I do is, we want consistency because it's not all about just you have to go like full throttle all the way. And because I see a lot of people come in this business, that they want to make a little extra money, they want to make a lot of money, and they will hit it hard, man. I mean, they'll come in from the beginning and boom, they take off like a rocket, and you're like, wow, this is it. They're going to the top, and like 2 weeks later, I'm like, they're MIA, man. It's like, where the hell did they go? They're gone. And I guess they didn't get rich in as quick of a time as they thought, or they got that first paycheck, and even though they had some volume, it wasn't that 5 6 figure income check they were expecting. So Karen and I have been doing. Actually, we've been in the CBD business. I've kind of been. Well, we joined January 2nd, 2018. Exactly 11 months later, we made it to the rank of 25K vice president, which is pretty good. And then we hit some challenges, setbacks, things like that, but it can get you discouraged. But the bottom line is we never quit. A lot of people jumped out. A lot of them, they left a lot of stuff behind. And anything in life, I don't care what it is, if it's a relationship, a job, any kind of business you start, you are going to have challenges. But consistency is a key, and it's really funny because, like I said, right now I work full time, and I'm a little bit out of breath. I lifted my weights today. I do some kettlebells and stuff, and just hit my new goal. So I'm going up to the 60 pounders, one at a time now. So I'm pretty pumped about that. But I do that either in the morning or on my lunch break. So it's on my lunch break right now. And again, I always go back and check, make sure I got my mic on, so I'm not like broadcasting to work, but maybe they could use this thing too. But so you have to have a schedule, and the way Karen and I did this to be organized, I'm running for state rep this year, or 2020, but the campaign's going, so I'm running this year and next year. So that's taken up a lot of time. We're running our CTFO business, and we don't want to let that go down, or we want to ramp that up, and we want to help our team members. Karen works full time. She's finishing up her schooling. She's finishing up her doctor of naturopath thing here, so she'll be done with that in a little while. She's been working on that for a long time. So anything worth having is worth working for. I mean, you got to put in the effort, and there's always challenges. I mean, even in relationships, you can, like, I got the best girlfriend in the world. She treats me great. But there can be challenges that time. A lot of times that's, it's on me. It's my issue on it more than her ever. I'll take most of the blame. But I mean, you have to work on everything. Like I have to work on myself. Sometimes I can be a little cranky at times. If things aren't going my way, may want to take it out on other people, things like that. Those closest to you, those are the ones you love the most. And, that's just not the right thing to do. So, like I said, it's all about consistency. So even if you get off track somewhere, in the business, you can slack off. Well, let me give you an example. It's not really slacking off, like with our business. The way I started off initially, I did it with blogging, and blogging was a big thing, but it took up a lot of time, and I was working it full time at the time. But we ran into some challenges, and I needed to go back to work to have a paycheck, because everything wasn't just as we expected. But what I've learned from that too, I will never go full time in this business until I'm totally debt free. Myself and Karen are totally debt free, because you get debt free, you have your nice emergency fund, and you got some savings and things like that going. you can take a lot of health challenges and hits, when you don't have any debt. So that's one of our things. So I'm going to keep working. Karen's going to keep working until we're debt free. And that's very possible. I've been that way before in my life. I was totally debt free, and it was an awesome feeling. I really had to bust my butt to get debt free and do some crazy stuff like work over in Afghanistan and Iraq and combat zones, but it was a lot of money, and I was able to get debt free in a very short period of time. But there's downsides of that too. It can affect relationships, things like that. So you really have to figure out what's important to you. You don't have to give up things, but you may have to schedule them in there. So we use this Google Calendar, and I'd show you on my phone, but my phone's the one doing the recording. But the Google Calendar is great. Karen and I share it, so she can see my schedule all the time. I can see hers, so I don't have to ask her, like, hey, what are you doing after work? When are you going to be home? I can look, and I'm like, oh, okay, here's what she's doing. Here's where I'm at. Because right now I'm on lunch break, and then I got to go back to work for 4 hours on the phones, put my little headset on the computer here, which is pretty cool. I get paid base salary, commission, all that. It pays very well. It's a really cool job, but it's not my passion. The thing I like about it, I get to help people with Medicare, and I help to get them, in a great plan and everything, but it's not what I want to do the rest of my life. I don't want to be tied to this thing, and nothing against the company, anything. This is like an awesome job, probably one of the most awesome jobs I had, pay-wise, benefit-wise, all this stuff, but I still don't have that total freedom I want. I want the freedom to just do CTFO. That's my passion. My passion is totally CTFO. And, Karen does CTFO with me too, and she wants to do her naturopath stuff, and, we support each other in anything we want to do. Like when I run for office, she's totally supportive of me. She wants to do her naturopathic thing, I'm supportive of her. So we support each other, but we also we make sure we have time together, like for her birthday weekend. So I go down that Google Calendar, and her birthday weekend, you know what? We went to Grand Haven and Holland. We had a blast out there. Went to Saugatuck, Michigan. It's all on the western shore of Michigan. Just beautiful out there. Even though it rained the one day, the other day was just awesome. Awesome day. We got to get a lot of good pictures and selfies, and we just had a blast down there. So we scheduled that week off, and you know what? I did not book any work, any campaign stuff. She didn't book anything in there. It's just her and I. So you got to have that time together too. But getting back to the consistency, so like I said, I see people come in and they take off like a rocket, and then they just fizzle right out and boom, crash and burn, and they're gone. And they're on to the next shiny object, like, oh, this other new MLM came up and it's going to take me to the top. And you watch these people, they bounce around like every month or two. They have a new network marketing program. And I don't even like to really use the term network marketing, MLM. I like to call it leverage sales. So back to the consistency again. So I'm on Facebook, and one of my upline, Scott Cook, we keep in contact, and we don't like talk all the time, but I follow his stuff on Facebook, he follows my stuff, and he posted some really cool stuff. Like, we're both on the Randy Gage thing, and we just read, like, it was all about leverage sales, and Scott and I are like on the same track on that, so that's pretty cool. Well, then Scott just found this other book, and it was talking about consistency. Well, Karen saw it on Facebook too. I was getting ready to order it, and Karen beat me to it. She's like, hey, I ordered this. I'm like, oh, wow, I was getting ready to do that. So she actually ordered the book for him. Sometimes I like the book for him. I usually read on my Amazon Kindle. I like to read it on my iPad. But, so Karen ordered the book. The book's coming in. I haven't even read it yet. I read like just the basics on, hey, here's what it's about, but it was like really good. And I'm thinking, this is it. Even Randy Gage talks about how to be successful in this business. It's getting a number of people in your organization. You bring people in and you get them to do these simple tasks consistently, is what he says, consistently on a repeated basis. And that's all this really is. It's that simple, but people make this so complicated, and when we get back to the basics, and I can't wait to read this book, because I'm just going off what I think this is. I'm sure I'm going to learn some more things on it, and I'm going to share that. And I'll get the book and the link and all that and post that too, in case somebody wants to see it, or just reach out to me if I forget that. But it really is about consistency. So like I said, I used to like to do the blogs. Now I love doing the videos. Before I hated doing the videos. I was like, ooh, kind of camera shy stuff, but now you can't shut me up on the video. But to me, it's a lot easier, especially here. I don't have to sit there and think and read. And a lot of people watch a short video. And I know my biggest problem, you know, I'm at 10 minutes right now. I can see that. And I need to cut it shorter. But I just wanted to say, I'm going to jump off here, but I just wanted to say, when you come into this business, think about your goals. What do you want to do? Get your schedule, you know, block time off. When are you going to do this? I don't care if you got, you know, kids going to a soccer game, football game, they play sports, whatever. You can do your business there. It's a perfect time to network with people. People are like, hey, how you been? What are you doing? Well, you know, it's like, I could say something like, you know, if I was that parent, I could say, oh, well, you know, me and my significant other, you know, I could say Karen and I, you know, we've been in the CBD business for a couple of years, and, you know, it's really taken off. Got some great products, patented products. You know, it's just really helping me, and, you know, health-wise in a lot of ways, and financially, it's just incredible. You know, and I just tell them, like, hey, I don't know if, you know, you're interested, if you'd be interested in making some extra money, if we showed you a way how to do it. If not, no big deal. And a lot of times people may say, yeah, I'm open to it, or no. But hey, what are these products? You know, I got some questions on this. Whatever somebody wants. I mean, I want people that come in and get products. And that's all we do. I mean, we take the products. You know, my thing's the 10X Pure Gold Super 1000. That's my to-go-to for CBD. I'm not doing any of the other CBD. This is it. I mean, it just really, really works. I love the sleep spray. I love the keto shakes. You know, I've dropped 21 pounds on that. I've been lifting weights. Even on working out, it's consistency. You know, I didn't start off with the 60 pounders. You know, I started off a lot smaller. I think 25, you know, but I had to work my way up. And I do stuff that I can do every day. You know, I only do like one set of these. I'm not the type of person can go in the gym and do hours and hours. I do what I can do consistently. And I know, like, I'm not the type of person that's going to get my butt up in the morning and, you know, go down to the gym for an hour and do this, come back. It's like, it's just not happening. But I do know that I can go in the other room where I have the kettlebells, and I can go lift those every day. I can do a set of those every day. And you know what? It works. Just like this business, what works is you do things consistently. Like I get on this video a lot more consistent than I used to now. And that's just it. Find your little niche, whether it's, you know, talking to people out there. You want to do a little video, maybe you want to do a Facebook Live. But this whole thing where I see people, they think they're going to buy all these leads and just, you know, buy into these systems that people are selling them. You know, if these people are really that good, if their system was really that damn good, they could join this business for free. They could join CTFO for free, and they could be way up there. If their system's as good as they say it is, they ought to be millionaires, because that's what they're hyping that thing up. Don't waste your money on a lot of that stuff. You know, it's all about just taking the products yourself, finding what you like, what you're passionate about, sharing it with the people, and that's it. And then you just get them to do it. It's all about duplication, consistency and duplication. So I'm going to shut up now. I gotta get back to work here. I got another campaign meeting thing going on tonight, but I just wanted to check in. Drop me some comments, you know, what you think about it, and talk to you soon.